Got this box back from work, and this little Bella loves being in the box, don't you? You have little sleeps in the box, don't you? And you like it because you can see through that little hole, can't you? Yes. Hey, is that a nice little one? You're going to grab things through there. Through there. You're going to grab things. Hey? You're a funny little thing, aren't you? See, you've scratched the corner of the box though, haven't you? Yes, you've scratched the corner. Yes, now what's through there? What? Ow! Hi everybody, it's Micheline from Micheline Makes again. But it's telling me that today I haven't left the house. I've done 4,062 steps, which I'm quite pleased about. I was going to go for a walk with him up to the corner shop, which is about, he reckons it's about a mile there and back, or maybe it's a little bit more. But just before I was due to go, I was stood there at my unit, and I dropped my purse, and I picked my purse up, and I was going to put it in my bag, and I leant forward like that. That's as much as I leant, and all of a sudden this pain went shooting across my back, and I went, oh! It always reminds me of those. It reminds me of those American movies that I used to watch. Was it something like the not a movie, comedies that used to be on, something like the Lucille Ball Show? Do you remember the Lucille Ball Show? Those of you who are old enough to remember. Well, I remember there being something like that where the husband bent over or got over, did something, bent over and then couldn't move, and he's walking kind of horizontal like that everywhere. Well, that was like that, you know, you had to get sat on this sofa in a bent mode. Well, I was the same. My back was, it didn't hurt me too much, but it did hurt me too much, but I went, oh, and I was stood like that, and Brian came into the room, into the kitchen, and he said, what's the matter with you? I said, I think I've done my back in. So he said, well, just stand still, and I'm going, no, I need to walk. So I'm kind of going like that. And eventually I got to my chair, an upright chair, and I said, just give me €2 and let me take it. Well, he doesn't swear, he won't take anything. He could have, mind you, he never has, but he could have a storming headache, and he won't take anything. And so I must tell you the story about that in a minute. I'm going to digress in a minute and tell you about that. Anyway, so he gave me a couple of Nurofen, and I'm fine. I can twist, I think. I have to be careful, I can twist or whatever. But when I sit down, it's, oh! So I was going to walk with him to the shop, but unfortunately I couldn't. But having said that, as I say, 4,062 steps isn't too bad, seeing as I'd done my back in a bit. But I'm fine. I'm not one of these that would sit and cry over it. I'm get up and get on with it. Anyway, I must tell you the story about him and tablets. He will not take tablets for anything, and every time he's poorly, if he feels he's got a bad back or whatever, he comes downstairs and says, what's behind here, what's there, what's that, what's the other? And so then I say, well, that's where your kidney is, or that's where your liver is, or that's where this is. No, it can't be that, it must be wind. So anyway, if it's where his kidneys are, he drinks lots and lots and lots of water. He says, if I drink lots of water, it'll make it better. And that, to be fair, it does. He's not poorly for very long. Anyway, this particular time, I can't remember what was wrong with him, but I knew that he really should take a couple of Nurofen. And I kept saying, why don't you take a couple of Nurofen or paracetamol or whatever it was? I said, why don't you take a couple of tablets? And he said, no, I'm not going to have any tablets. So I thought, oh, this is typically him. Because if you tell him to do one thing, he goes the opposite way. So anyway, and he was really poorly, but he said, I'm going upstairs to work to do something on his computer. So anyway, I thought, right, well, if Mohammed won't come to the mountain's got to go to Mohammed. So I shouted up and I said, do you want a cup of coffee? And he said, yes, please. So I made the cup of coffee and I crushed up these 2 tablets and put it in the coffee, and I thought, he's not going to notice that. He won't know, he'll just drink the coffee back. So I took his coffee upstairs to him and put it on his table, on his desk, and I said, there you are, there's your coffee. And I went back downstairs. It must have been a matter of seconds when he came flying downstairs and he said, are you trying to poison me? And I couldn't stop laughing. I said, why? What's the matter? He said, what do you put in this coffee? You put some tablets in my coffee. And I said, well, if you won't take them, that's the only way I can get you to take them. He says, I don't want these tablets in my coffee. So I just can't stop laughing when he gets like that. So anyway, anyway, my back's fine. I'm sure I'll probably moan and groan when I get into bed, and when I'm trying to turn over in bed, it'll hurt. But other than that, it's not too bad. I haven't done much uplisting. I mean, I did a Thursday vlog, I did a Friday vlog, but every time I tried to do a Saturday and a Sunday one, I couldn't do anything because it kept saying my laptop was full up. The memory was full up. And I was thinking, oh golly, I've got to get rid of some stuff off my laptop. And every time I tried to get rid of stuff, it kept saying, no, not enough memory, not enough memory. So I finally found an external drive. I've moved whatever I could onto the external drive, and I've finally managed to upload these, and really didn't do much. Oh, he wanted to watch a film. Now, I think I told you about, he said he'd watch a film a week ago, and we had popcorn and everything. Well, this time he said, right, we'll watch a film Sunday night. So I said, well, what do you want to watch? Do you want to watch those Trading Places that I've told you about that's really good? And he said, no, I want something modern. So I thought, right, I'm going to leave him to it. I'm just going to let him choose what he wants. So he went from, he spent 3/4 of an hour trying to find a film that he wanted to watch, because he's terrible. If we do sit down, if he does come downstairs and he puts a film on, he'll put a film on, and then within about 20 minutes he'll go, oh, I'm not watching this, I'm off upstairs. So we go back up to the stairs to his room. So I said, well, if you're going upstairs, turn the television off, because I don't want to watch it. So anyway, he spent a good hour, I think it was about a good hour, looking for a film. And then he said, oh, I'm not going to watch, there's nothing worth watching on here. And I've recommended films to him, I said, what about this? So-and-so says it's good. What about that? So-and-so. No, I don't want to watch that. He's never been a TV watcher, to be honest. So anyway, in the end, the next thing I know, he's addicted to one thing, and well, one or two things. So we ended up watching A Place in the Sun, which is a bit like Homes Abroad, where people buy houses. They're looking at houses. They're looking for a holiday home in the sun. He would dearly love to go and move to France, but I won't let him. Anyway, so we sat and watched 2 or 3 episodes of A Place in the Sun. No popcorn, just watching A Place in the Sun. Now then, today I've put a little video up of what we've done today. We went to work to bring the massive heat press home, because I've got a little heat press here. It's great, but doesn't do the quality sometimes is not to my perfection, not the way I like it. So we went and got this massive heat press, which is a ton weight, and he insisted on carrying it in himself, and he was almost breaking his back to do it. But anyway, we got it in. But we also brought some other things, and the other things that I brought, I'll take my phone off to let you see, to sort them out. But I brought loads of plates that I've packed up in 25, because we seem to have tons of these that I'm going to sell on eBay to people who have engraving machines. I have absolutely loads of these, which are magnetic clasps. As I've told you before, I used to restring pearls and beads for jeweller shops. I used to do about 100 necklaces a week, and that was done at night time when I came back from a day's work. And these are little clasps that I've bought, lots and lots of them, absolutely hundreds of them. beautiful little clasps that I brought home, because my eBay shop is still, I have a little eBay shop and it's still going strong, and I'm selling quite a few clasps at the moment. I think people who are at home and have nothing else to do are must be doing necklaces. My hands are dry again. Excuse the state of my hands. Excuse the state of my finger. Now there's a story to tell you there. I was actually videoing something and my cat's claw got caught into my hand, and I was pulling and she was pulling, and I couldn't get her claw out, and I think her claw went in there and came out there. It's actually fine because I immediately sucked it as much as I could to stop any poison from getting in. Then I washed it thoroughly. It's not hurting, but I just figured I might as well cover it up. But it was really funny. I was videoing her playing in her box, in the box that's there, and she was playing through the little hole, and she pushed her claw through and grabbed a hold of my hand, and you hear me absolutely go, "Oh, bloody hell." You'll hear me curse. Anyway, so these are some magnetic ones I've got that are oval. Then I have these ones which are a slightly different clasp that I have, single row ones. And then this is a lovely one. I love this one. This is a double one that you could have at the front of your necklace or at the back. And they're magnetic. See if I can do it with one hand there. They're magnetic. Both of them open up like that. If I can get it open. They both open up and you just hook one round the other. They are lovely ones, those. And I have a lot more, so I brought those home. And then someone bought these are dog tags. I do like American. Where are they? I've lost them. There they are. I do dog tags which are like this, that can be engraved. I've got coloured ones as well as a black one and pinky ones. Black one. The most popular are the black and the silver, and then I've got pinky ones and blue ones and so on that I do. And turquoise, that's a turquoisey blue, isn't it? Like a bluey colour. So these are, so I brought those home. Brian said, he says, look, he says, we don't know how long we're going to be holed up. And the one thing that I am selling are eBay things, eBay gift, some of the products that I do on eBay. So he said, pick up whatever you need and bring them home. So I've picked up what I need. This is just some of them, and now I've got to find a home for them. I have absolutely tons of clasps. I have cupboards full of clasps. Then I've got a box full of them, different shapes, all magnetic. Most of these are magnetic ones. Oh, there's ball, smaller balls, lots and lots of little silver barrel ones, more of the ones that are singular, more of that one, barrel ones again. I think I bought them by the thousand, to be honest. Mixtures in there. What's in here? More roundy ones, like a bit like a barrel. And then a whole box full there of them, and so it goes on. I have absolutely loads and loads and loads of magnetic clasps, and I really need to get these uploaded. Most of them are uploaded onto my eBay site, but I really need to make sure that all of them are uploaded, because I have tons. Otherwise, if I pop my clogs, my children are not going to know what to do with them all. I've always said, don't get rid of any of my stuff, because it's like a little... There's tons of stuff you can use. So I've got to get those organised. I need to get all those clasps sorted and get them organised sometime. But I've got plenty of time, haven't I? I've got at least 2 or 3 weeks, I reckon, before we're going to be allowed to go and we probably won't go back to work for a good 2 or 3, 4 weeks or 5 weeks, even more. So I've got plenty to keep myself occupied, and And I've got upstairs, up in the spare bedroom as well, I have an absolute ton of clasps and pearls and beads, oh, you name it. So I've got that to sort out. These are the kind of things that I kept saying, when I retire, I'm going to sort out all my pearls and beads and all my clasps and all my this and all my that. Well, I'm gradually doing it, but it's not happening quickly, because we keep doing things and we potter a bit and then we find we haven't done anything. We'll say, we haven't really done much today.
So I'll just sing a song, shall I?
Right.
Roll out the barrel, let's have a barrel of fun. Roll out the barrel, we've got the blues on the run. Okay.